So today we're going to create a beautiful Christmas runner, and I'm going to use all of these colors, the red, the white, the green, and the gold. Now the gold I might use 2 strands because it's thinner than my 4-ply. These are similar to Aunt Lydia number 3. Aunt Lydia number 3 cotton is a little bit thicker, so your pattern becomes a bit bigger. I'll be using a 2.7 hook. Sometimes when I'm not using this one, I'll use this one. I'm a nail tech, for most of you know, so I just finished putting nail gel on where the letters is. So I put too much pressure on my finger, so I don't get those numbers stuck into my finger and it hurts. So if you have nail polish, transfer nail polish, you can do the same. Okay, so let's get started, everyone. Almost forgot to mention, this runner is designed by Marie-José Crochet, which I absolutely love and adore her. It's so similar to my patterns. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I even might have created a tutorial, if not exactly the same, very quite similar. I can't remember. I've done so many already. I will leave her link below in the description box. For you guys, check it out. You might want to subscribe to her channel. Her tutorials are in Portuguese, so you will have to put the language to your country by oh my god, what's the name? I can't think now. The 3 little buttons up on the video. You can go there on settings, the video settings, and you can put the language that you want. Okay, so slip stitch knot. I'm not counting that as a stitch. Sorry if you hear construction people. I have no control of it. My house is like total disaster at this point. 1, and before I forget, we are going to use a hook bigger than your normal size for this first chain stitch. Okay, now here you can it's going to be 142 chain stitch, but if you want to go smaller, you decrease by 20. If you want to go bigger, you increase by 20 chain stitch. Okay, so I've done my first one. I'm going to continue, and I'm going to see if I'm happy with 142 or if I want to go smaller or bigger. Okay, I'll let you know. Okay, everyone, so I've done 122. She's done 142. I think 122 is good enough for me. So now I'm going to come in with my 2.7 hook to the 4th chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The reason why we're using a bigger hook at the beginning is because if you don't, with all these chain stitch, it will pull onto the pattern once you keep going. This is oval, obviously. And so it's not going to look pretty at all. And I keep forgetting to mention to you guys about that, because usually I loosen up my first chain stitch, but it's extremely important that you do that. Also, go into the center of your chain stitch, because if you grab only that top loop, it will curve like a U shape. So you want to make sure you have a nice flat straight line and don't tighten it too much, especially on this first row. Okay, so I'm going to continue to do mine, and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I've done all my double crochets, and now we're going to do 3 chain. 1, 2, and 3. We're going to come into that first chain we did with slip stitch. Then I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3 chain. I'm just going to change hooks to a smaller one because I don't want to poke big holes through this chain. So we're going to be working on that chain we left behind. And do 1 double crochet per stitch. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I've done all my double crochets. I have 119 double crochets. This is not counting the round 3 chain we did here nor here. Okay, so 119. If you want to put a hook on, then it's best that you do so you don't get confused. Put on this last one before we work inside of this last chain. So inside of this chain, the 3 chain or this double crochet, we're going to do 8 double crochets. So I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 double crochets. So you want to confirm that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then I'm going on top of the double crochet and doing the 119 double crochets again, all the way to the end. Now, remembering that whatever we do to one side or the edge, the corner, we'll be doing on the other side also. Okay, so you might want to put a marker also on the other side after you've completed your 119 double crochet. My goodness, I can't even grab the marker. So I'm just going to put it, I want to make sure I didn't miss mine here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you put your marker on your very first one from the row. So we have the last one here, 119, and now we're starting to do 119. We have 8 double crochets at the oval. Okay, you guys, so done 119 on this side. We're going inside of that last 3 chain and doing the 8 double crochets. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 double crochets. I'm going to close in my 3rd chain there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exactly the same thing as the other side. Now you can put a marker on. 1, 2, 3 chain into the next one. Double crochets again until the end, until the oval where you have your marker, if you do have one. So basically doing 119 double crochets again. Okay, everyone, so I've reached the marker. I'm going to do my last double crochet here and put my marker back on. Now we're entering the oval. So on my first double crochet, so I'm doing 2, doing my increase. We're doing 2 double crochets per stitch. 1, 2, increase in all 8 of them. So that means we should have 16 double crochets here on the ovals on each side. 2 double crochet on each double crochet on the oval. And then we enter with 1 double crochet. So we are at the oval. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. And you will repeat the same thing also on this side here. taken my stitch apart, and then remove your marker, do your 119 double crochets, I'm going to put it here on sideways, make it easier to take out afterwards. And then one per stitch. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, finished my row. So counting from, we don't count the middle one, 1, 2. So we have 2 rows done. Now, we're going to build groups of 3 double crochet. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 chain into the next one, double crochet into the next one, double crochet. So I have my first group, 1 chain, skip a stitch, and create 3 double crochets again, 1 per stitch. So building those groups of 3 double crochet, 1 chain, skip a stitch into the next one, all the way until your marker. So I'll meet you at the end. Okay, 3 double crochet, 1 chain, skip a stitch. Okay, everyone, so finished my last group right on top of the marker. I have 30 groups of 3 double crochet. Now we're into the oval. We're going to do 1 chain, and we're coming directly into that oval double crochet and another double crochet on the next stitch. So now on the oval we're building groups of 2, but we're not skipping any stitch. So 1 chain, double crochet into the next stitch, double crochet, 1 chain, double crochet into the next one, double crochet, 1 chain into the next stitch, double crochet, double crochet. So building groups of 2. Okay, everyone, so until my marker I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 groups of 2, and now we continue with the groups of 3. So I'm right at the side double crochet, so 1 chain coming in, that first double crochet on my marker, 2 and 3, 1 chain, skip a stitch. Here, don't forget, we don't skip, we go directly, right? And then we skip a stitch after doing the 3 double crochets. It has to be the same thing as on this side. We didn't skip any, we went directly, we just did 1 chain space. So I'll meet you at the end. You're supposed to have 30 groups on this side also. Okay, everyone, so I arrived at the end. I'm going to do the walk, as I call it, to that center of that chain. I'm going to do a single and 2 chain, my first double crochet, creating groups of 3 double crochet, 1 chain, 3 double crochet. We're going to do this all the way around the same way, including in the oval. Groups of 3 double crochet. I'll meet you at the end of my row. Okay, everyone, so finished my row. I'm going to do the walk to that 1 chain space, and this row is going to be a repeat of what we just done. So single, so I did the walk with slip stitch, 2 chain, and 3 double crochet. Groups again, all the way around the same way. 1 chain, 3 double crochets. That's all we're going to do on this row also. And this row is, so not counting the middle one here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're on row 5. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of my row. Okay, everyone, so closed in row 5 to the slip stitch coming in, single 2 chain, creating those groups of 3 double crochet. Now, when we get to the marker, I'll come back to you on it because we have to make a change on the oval. Okay, so 3 double crochet, 1 chain, 3 double crochet, 1 chain until the marker. Okay, so I'll meet you at the marker. Okay, everyone, so my marker is here. So obviously this is the last group. So right on top of the marker, I've done my 1 chain, and now we're going to do 2 double crochets only, 1 chain, and 2 more double crochets. Obviously we have to start the increases on the oval or else it's going to start curving. 1 chain, and repeat the same thing until the next marker. 2 double crochet, 1 chain, and 2 more double crochet, all in the same space. 1 chain, 2 double crochet, 1 chain, and of course on the other side will be the same way at your marker. Okay, until my marker here. So I'll let you know how many I have. Okay, everyone, so finish creating my groups from marker to marker, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of these shells. We'll call them shells. And then you go back to your normal. So that means that you have to have 9 on the other oval also from marker to marker. And you start your 3 double crochets, 1 chain, 3 double crochets until you get to the other side. So I'll meet you at the end of my row. Okay, everyone, so finished my 9 on this side also. Continuing to do those groups until we get to that shell, the first shell. So coming in, single 2 chain, creating my first double crochet. 1 chain into the next one. So we're just repeating the groups, which by the way, I have 29 groups here on this row and 29 groups on this row, just to make sure, and then 9, 9. Okay. Okay, everyone. So I've reached where we have the shell, 1 chain. This time we're only going to do 2 double crochets. 1 chain and 2 double crochets. 1 chain where we have the shell, 2 double crochets. We're going to proceed this way on the oval only, obviously. And the next row will be groups of 3 double crochets all the way around the same way. No increases, no nothing. Just 1 chain space between them and groups of 3 double crochets. Exactly how we have here, the 3 double crochets. Okay, here on the shells until the last shell, 2, and then we start with the 3 double crochets. Okay, So just tell you, so we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So you should have 30 groups of 3 also on the other side. Okay, everyone. So finished my row. Did all 3 double crochet groups all the way around, and this next row also will be the same thing. So we just completed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, going into row 9, repeating the same thing as row 8. 3 double crochets, groups all the way around, no increases, no nothing. Single 2 chains. I did a walk with slip stitch. 1 chain, basically the same thing. It's going to change up on the next row. Just creating those groups, same way as we did on this row, including the oval. I'll meet you at the end of my row, just groups all the way around. Okay, everyone, so closed out row 9, going into row 10. Now, row 10 is only double crochet. So I'm going out chain 3, double crochet per stitch, and where we have that 1 chain, we're doing 8 double crochet. I'm coming in that chain, but you can go over if you like. And on the oval, the same thing. So there is no increases, nothing. Basically 1 double crochet per stitch, and then that 1 chain, 1 double crochet. And then I'm cutting my thread after this, and I'm going to come in with the gold. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so pretty much finished. Coming in with the gold. And we're going to do slip stitch. That's all we're going to do. You can start anywhere. And just slip stitch through each stitch. All the way around the same way. Don't tighten it too much. And I'll meet you at the end. Just slip stitch all the way around and cut your thread. Okay, everyone, so finish the gold, coming in with the red now. I'm going to do a slip stitch. And you can start pretty much anywhere. I'm just going to follow more or less where I have my marker. So I'm going to do a single and try to hide that thread as I go. Sorry if you're going to hear some banging. There's construction going on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chain. I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3, 4 on my 5th, grabbing both loops. Single. We're going to do this all the way around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the 5th one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I do have a very similar one to this, was the shell one. Some of you will remember it. I did in autumn colors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4 on my 5th. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end, all the way around the same way, including the oval. Okay, everybody, so I've arrived at my last one here, and I had to make an adjustment. I must have missed some stitch here. I try to look over and see what I did wrong, but I can't figure it out. So what I did was, counting from where I started, right here, actually right here, more or less where the straight line goes, I have 70. Okay, now we have to have even numbers, obviously. If I did 74, I would have been stretching too much to skip by 6. It would have been too much stretch, not good. So I rather have extra. So what I did was, so here I still skipped 5 or 4 and went into my 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4 into my 5th. So this is my 71. And then I skipped only 1, 2, 3, went into my 4th. 72. 1, 2, 3 into my 4th. 73. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 into my 5th, and 1, 2, 3 into my 4th, and of course we have the very first one, which is 1, 2, 3 into the 4th. So what did I do? I have, in order to fit 76, I have 1, 2, 3, and 4 that I've skipped only 3 and went into the 4th. Okay, I read it that way than have the pattern pulled. I don't know where I went wrong on it, but it doesn't change anything in my book. So I'm going to come back in after my slip stitch, and we're going to do single and 2 chain for my first double crochet. We're going to have a total of 11 double crochets. So make sure that you do have even numbers of rings, or you'll be in trouble. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. You could have 74 if you want, or maybe you do. Maybe you did the right thing. I went wrong somewhere. I don't know where. Into the next one, single. Into the next one, doing those shells of 11 double crochet. And this is how we're going to proceed all the way around. And believe it or not, I had done the tutorial already on the shells and was at my very last one, and it didn't meet up. I was missing 1 to do the single, so I had to take it all down and rearrange it in order to have everything fit properly. I had 75 and not 76, so that was horrible. So I had to fix everything up. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then into the next one with single, and then again. Okay, so please make sure you have even numbers: 74, 72, 76. In my case, I did it for 76. All right, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, finished with the red, coming in again with the gold. You can start pretty much anywhere, and we're doing the slip stitch exactly how we did here. Okay, and then we cut our thread at the end, coming in with the green. So I'm going to slip stitch, don't tighten it too much or you'll be pulling on the pattern. And I'll meet you at the end, just all the way through. Slip stitch one by one. Okay, everyone, so once you've finished your slip stitch, make sure you don't tighten too much or else it's going to pull on the pattern. And once you block it, I mean, it's going to be very hard. So I'm going to come into 1, 2, into the bottom stitch here on the white, stretch your thread and do a single, and then come back in to the very first one of the shell and continue to do your slip stitch. Now I'm loosening it up. I don't want it, once it's blocked, to be pulling on the pattern. We don't want it to be baggy, but you don't want it to tighten up too much either. Again, I'm going to come in this second one, stretching my thread and single, and then coming on that first stitch again with the slip stitch. I'm going to do this all the way around the same way. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, pretty much done. Coming in with my green. Now I'm just going to do it more or less on like that line. Doesn't have to be specifically, but so I know it's on this shell here. And I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3, and I'm coming on my 4th. So 1, 2, 3 on my 4th, I'm doing a single. And I'm going to do 4 chain. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3, and coming on my 4th. So basically you'll have 3 on one side and 3 on the other. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chain in between motifs. 1, 2, 3 on my 4th. Single. 1, 2, 3, 4 chain. Skipping 1, 2, 3, coming in my 4th, grabbing both loops. 6 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chain. Skipping 1, 2, 3 onto my 4th. 1, 2, 3, 4 chain. 1, 2, 3 into my 4th, single, and then 6 chain. We're going to do this all the way around the same way. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I'm about to hit the corner. Now, if I go straight, I know it's about there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do 8 chain 7 times on the oval. Okay? Sorry about the banging, people. So 8 chains 7 times. You can put a marker if you want. Okay, you guys. So I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 chains. And then I continue with my 6 chains. And on the other oval, the same way. You have to do 7 on the oval. So see where your marker is, more or less, so we don't get the pattern pulling. Okay, you guys, so I've done my 7, 8 chains also on this side. So I started it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and finished it there. Okay, so this one is from here, but I still did 6 if I'm going directly onto here. I've done 6. I went into the next one because of that adjustment we needed to make. Remember, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I ended up right on my line here on the last one. So we're going to come in into this 4 chain that we did with the single, and we're going to do the 11 double crochets only on the sides. Where we did the 8 chain on the oval, we'll be doing 14 double crochets. So I have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 double crochets, and that's only on both sides, okay, where we have the 6 chain coming directly in with the single, and again the 11 double crochets. Now once we get to the oval and we start with that the 8 chain, we'll do the 14 double crochets on all 8 chains on the oval. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Into the next one. Single. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Don't forget, where we have the 8 chains, we'll do 14 double crochet. Okay, everyone, so coming back in with the gold, doing the slip stitch as we've been doing. So I'm going to start about here into that first double crochet, so it's more or less where the line is. So pulling it through, and slip stitch your way through it. I don't want this slip stitch not to appear here, so I have to pull on that thread. So basically I'm going to try to hide this thread. Let's see. So you have to go once under and then once over in order to have it hidden. So I'm going to go over that thread in the back. Now I'm going to go under and then over. And if it doesn't hide, well, then we'll just give it a few knots when we finish the pattern with the other little string that will finish up. Oops, I don't know what I was thinking. So just slip stitch, don't tighten it too much, because remember, when you block, it's gonna close up too much together. Okay, so we are here where we have the single. We had jumped 1, 2, 3, went into the 4th, so on the middle one, on the red, single, and stretch your thread, and then continue on again. Little pieces of linen from thread, and that's how we're going to proceed all the way around as we've been doing. Then on the middle one here, again, stretching the thread. Okay, and then I'll come back to you. Of course, we'll cut our thread, and then I'm coming back in with the red again. This actually goes pretty fast once you get the hang of it and loosen it up. It's when you tighten up that it becomes too tight, and you won't be able to pull through. Stunning, isn't it? Okay, let me check the end. Okay, everyone, finished. Coming back in with the red. Now, with the red, I'm going to start where we have the 14 double crochets. Okay, so you can have an idea how it's going to be like. So I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to come on my 5th only on the 14 double crochet shells. Okay. Single. I'm going to do my 4 chains. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Again, I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3, 4, and come on my 5th. So we'll have 5 here, 5 here, and 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chain. And I'm on where we have the 11 double crochets. So we're going to skip 1, 2, 3, and coming on my 4th, as we've been doing with the other ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to skip 1, 2, 3, come on your 4th. Same thing as we did with the other ones. This is where we have the 11 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, and on my 4th, until we get to where we have the 14 double crochets. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip 1, 2, 3, come on your 4th, and do your 6 chain. Only on the 14 we skip 4 going to the 5th. Skip 4 going to the 5th. The 4 chain stays the same. Okay, everyone. So now we are just entering those 14 double crochets. So that means we have to do the increase 7 times again. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, because then right after this one, we fall back into the normal. So instead of doing the 6 chain, we'll be doing 10 chain now. So I have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Skip 1, 2, 3, 4, come on your 5th, and do your normal 4 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, come on your 5th. And then 10 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Don't make it too loose. 1, 2, 3, 4 on your 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on your 5th with singles, of course. And then repeat the 10 chain stitch again until obviously we have the 7 done. Then we fall back into the 6th, into the normal way we've been doing. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I've closed in with slip stitch and did a slip stitch on that first chain, and now coming in that center with a single, doing my 11 double crochets where we've been doing on the sides. Only when we get to that 10 chain, we're doing 16 double crochets 7 times on the oval on both sides. Okay, done my 11, coming in, doing my single, continuing to do my 11 double crochets, then cutting my thread and coming in with the gold exactly how we did here on the other 2 rows. So there's no point in recording, it takes too much room when it's just a repeat. Okay, so 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, coming in that 4 chain with a single. So only when you come to that 10 chain, you do 16, and then your single, 16, then your single. Okay, and then I'm going to complete the gold after that and come back to you once I am finished with the gold. Remember to do your 16 on this side also 7 times. Okay, everyone, so finished all of my gold. I'm going to come in again. I'm going to do you can pretty much start anywhere, but anyway, so we're not going to work the first 2 double crochets nor the last 2 all the way around the same way. So I'm skipping the first 2, coming into the 3rd, and I'm going to do a double crochet. You can start your double crochet however you proceed, and 1 chain for space in between. Okay, into the next one. Try to hide this thread a little bit. And 1 chain, double crochet, try to hide this thread. I don't think I hid it pretty well. One chain, my hands are slippery. One chain, double crochet. So always 1 chain in between. So not working the last 2, nor the first 2. So 2, 4, 6, 7, going in directly. So 1, 2 on the 3rd one. So we're going to skip those first 2 and the last 2. And 1 per stitch, 1 chain in between them. Even on the oval is the same thing. Skipping those first 2 and the last 2. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so last row, coming in with the gold. And I'm going to start here because we have 6 little blocks, right? We have 7 double crochet, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. and then the big one, so I can show you, so it won't take long with the video recording. So doing a single, 1, 2, and 3, coming back in, and single into the next one, single, 1, 2, 3, back in, single into the next one, single, 1, 2, and 3, coming back in, single. Only on the ones with the 7 double crochets or the 6 little blocks that we're going to do into 1, 2, 3 on the 4th double crochet, single, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and coming back in with a single, only on the 7 double crochets, and then again single, 1, 2, and 3, back in, and here also, so we can have 3 on one side and 3 on the other side. 1, 2, and 3, and back in. So we have 3 here, 1 on top of that 4th double crochet, and 3 on this side. And this one here, we're going to do the same thing, but the bigger chain, we're going to do it on the 6th little block. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. That means we'll have 4 on this side and 4 on the other side. So we have 3 so far, 1, 2, 3, and this is the 4th one. Coming into the next one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and back in. And then 4 on the other side. 1, 2, 3, back in. Then again. Sorry, I made a mistake. It's 5 on one side and 5 on the other, not 4. I don't know what's in my head. Okay, sorry about that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the 6th block, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We do the 6 chain, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we have 6. And then 5 on the other side. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On my 6th, I did 6 chain. You could even do 7 chain. I think it's going to be best, or 8 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a 7 chain instead of 6. And then you just go right into the next one and repeat where we have the bigger ones. So on your 6th, you do your big chain. And all of the other little 6 squares here, it's only 3 on each side. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I absolutely enjoyed creating it. Thank you so much, Marie Jose, even though I have one very similar to it. God bless you. I will leave a little video at the end once I complete it and block it and the measurements. Take care of yourselves and each other. Until next time, everybody. Bye-bye.